Shalom Aleichem. When the Rebbe said the Sicha originally, it was Chayei Tavshin Lamed Beis. And the Rebbe introduced it with the following. The Rebbe says it's customary to learn the pasuk in Parshas Hashavua with Pirush Rashi. And earlier in the Maimer that the Rebbe said like a Sicha, Dibra Maskil Yafas Yichasan Shalav Yavis, we spoke about the words of Avtzon to Eliezer, like Sikach Isha Libni B'Meisak Nami. Rather, you must go to my country. And when Eliezer says, and Avram says, don't take my kids there. So now we're going to focus on Pirush Rashi with Pasuk Hazeh, the first Dibra Maskil. Now, the Rebbe says Ba'akdama, as an introduction. In Mefarshei Rashi, we don't see them going and focusing on this. Why? Because it's interesting, because the Rebbe has a whole different derech in Rashi. And usually the Rebbe just goes ahead with his derech. He doesn't give this introduction, trying to understand why nobody asked the questions he asked. And Klali Rashi, the Rebbe has 600 klalim of principles of Rashi. And it's a whole different way of looking at Rashi. So the Rebbe says, other Mefarshim don't sit on this because their main thing is to compare Rashi with the other ways of Limud HaTorah. They're comparing it. They're lahashvos, making a shabbat and equalize it. Halacha, Tidush, Remez, and even Soid, Kabbalah, specifically in the Pirush of the Good Aryeh, which is the pshat of the Madala flag. But not so much Al-Derech Pshat. That's not so much their goal. But when you're learning Al-Derech Pshat, why Rashi says, Pshuti shal mikra leben chamesh v'mikra. So even though with Derech Klal we learn it with kids, and even by ourselves, when we do Shnai Mikra V'echad Targum, Kedavad HaMuvim B'Pashtus, we learn this Rashi. It's like a glatta Rashi. It's easy, simple. It's not complicated. The truth is that this Rashi has a lot of diyukim. Not only diyukim, it has a lot of questions. And so much so, es ist nicht verstandig von Anfang bis Ende. In other words, it's not understood from the beginning till the end. And then the Rebbe goes into the Sicha that we learn, Hashem Elokei Hashamayim, and the Rebbe explains that over here it doesn't say Elokei Haaretz, so it must mean that Elokei Hashamayim is not so much to praise HaKadosh Baruch Hu this time, because why don't you say the full Shevach? And also over there, Vashpiach, over there was no point of bringing the Divrei Shevach. So you must say that Elokei Hashamayim was negate to the teichin of the words of Avram Eliezer, that why you can't have a kid bring a child over here, because ultimately it's only the Gilus B'fi Abrius, but nothing really changed, and therefore there has to be Mishpacha of them. But nevertheless, don't take my son there, because Klolus Hashpa'aseh Shel Avdam, the general Hashpa'ah of them, was only after Lekachani B'Beis Avi. But Shlokachani B'Beis Avi, Hayelokei Shemaim Elokei Haaretz, and therefore don't bring my child to such a low place that Shaloi Hayubai L'Makidim Bei B'Chlal. So just it was a very interesting introduction to the words of Rashi, where the Rebbe actually explains once and for all, or maybe more, the Rebbe did this more than once, why am I asking these questions and nobody else?